guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Like me introduce myself, I am Winnie Joe and I speak on issues concerning international students and intending international students. I speak on other issues too, but right now I'm just concentrating on international students. Yes, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, same name, I am Winnie Joe. And don't forget, you can email me for your business offers and for your adverts. My email address is beneath this video description. Please, it's strictly for business discussions only and not for inquiries. If you have any inquiries or you want to, if we want further explanation on whatever video I put up, you could join the Telegram group. The link is also beneath this video description. I'm on ground and a lot of people that I experienced are also on ground to speak with you, intimate you on issues, and make your journey to study abroad very much more easier. Okay, so to my whole subscribers, thank you so much for being with me, even though recently I've not been consistent with my video. I mean, forgive me, the assignments, the project is getting choked up. Okay, so please forgive me about that. I'll try to be more consistent now that I'm almost done with all that. And to my new subscribers, welcome. And sorry, this page is not always blank. I have so many things concerning school that I've been up to, so probably you assume you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's to the intending international students though. And yes, I also bring a good news. Officially, I'm a partner to Amber Students. Amber Students is an organization that take care of accommodation issues for international students. Okay, so no matter where you are in the UK, Amber Students will sort out your accommodation for you. All you have to do is just to click on the link below this video description, write your university name or the name of the area you're going to, like England or Scotland or like that. Just put in the area, for instance, all, and the houses, accommodation available in that area will pop up and you'll be able to pick one and book. And you don't need to pay immediately. You can pay when your visa is out. Okay, and I think that's a good thing because it means that as you're coming into the country, you already have a stable accommodation to go into. You don't need to come and start staying in an hotel trying to sort yourself out. So you can actually sort out your accommodation way before you come into the country. How cool is that? So all you have to do is just to click on the link below this video description and book your accommodation. Okay, don't forget, you could type in whatever location you are in the UK. It's not just pertaining to all. Okay, and yes, it is just for single students, yeah, or students with a dependent without a child. Okay, don't worry, we're working on bringing something good for those with international students with dependents. Yeah, bringing something good to you, so don't panic, especially those coming to all. I'm going to make sure that your accommodation is sorted. Okay, so you won't have to go through the stress I went through when I came into the country initially, or when I came into all initially. I had to stay in the hotel for like 2 weeks. So this time around, you just from the airport straight to your home. Okay, and then you start thinking of redecorating and all of that. So please don't forget, they are all beneath this video description. And yes, once again, I'm also trying to bring up my podcast channel. I have a podcast channel, same name, I am Winnie Joe. It is available on Google, what's it called on iPhone again? Yes, and Spotify and so many other outlets. So you just type in I am Winnie Joe and my podcast channel will pop up and you listen to all the gist and all the gossip and all the rants that I have. Okay, I'm very much free there and I bet you really love it. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe and watch this video to the end. So today I'm going to be talking on an issue that people have asked me continually. Oh, Winnie Joe, tell me how it's like studying at the University of Hull. Well, study at the University of Hull, it entails a whole lot, and I'm going to try to put it into bits. Okay, just gradually. And if for any reason I'm not able to exhaust that list, maybe I'll make a second episode of the same video to make sure that I explain everything to you Very well. Okay, so now let us start with the accommodation. Well, getting an accommodation in the University of Hull is a nice thing because you have access to lights, internet, security, like everything is there. Everything is all there, yeah, your privacy and all of that. There are different type of accommodation. You have the ensuite, the studio, you have your kitchen, your bed and everything inside your room, yeah. So studio apartment, and you have this room where you just share your kitchen with other people, like 4 other people, and they have a lounge. It is beautiful. Now, the only thing downside with that is if you know that you are not sure that you want to stay in the school accommodation, please do not sign a contract with the school. And same goes with any other landlord within the UK. Housing contract is a binding contract. It's a very serious thing. And if you come back to tell the university that you're no longer interested in the accommodation, your request will be declined. So I suggest you should try to come into the country first, look at the accommodation, see if it's something you want, and if it's something you want, then you can go for it. But please do not sign any housing contract in Assumption when you've not seen it, when you've not had people talk about it, you've not had the feel of the environment and all of that, because it is legal binding. As a matter of fact, I have two of my friends that were in that same situation. I mean, before he came into the country, he booked this accommodation in May. He was due to come into UK in September, to resume in September, and then he signed in May or so. And when he was telling me that, I said, what was the hurry all about? Why did you sign a housing contract in May? And then by the time he came into the country, he was able to see something cheaper outside the school, and very, very close to school, about 2 minutes walk to the school, and he wanted to opt out. Well, he didn't even know, he didn't even go near the accommodation, he didn't even resume. They didn't even tell them that, oh, I've resumed classes, or give me key or not give me key and all of that. He did not know that the accommodation has started counting, and then on the spot, I discovered that he was owing the school £3,000. This is an accommodation that he has not been into for the past 4 months. All of a sudden, there was this debt drag, or what do I call it, on the spot. I asked him to pay the £3,000 he owes the school for accommodation. And then that is when he realized, where did I sign accommodation? And then he went through it again. I discovered that, oh, he actually signed an accommodation booking with the school in May. And was thinking that since he never asked them for key, since he never asked them for to sign anything or something, so it's not binding. Well, it is binding. So if you are not sure, don't sign anything. Okay, so that's concerning the accommodation. They are very strict, and if you've booked, you just have to make sure that you go through it to the end. The least they could do for you is to swap. Maybe you actually booked an institute of £750 per month, which is way high, except you're a celebrity or a politician's child. Okay, so you booked that by a mistake, and then you can downgrade to the £350 per month what's called room. So that's the least they can do for you, but that contract cannot be totally erased. And this is one of the downside and the good side of the University of Hull when it comes to accommodation. And also outside the school, you get accommodations that are more lively, cheaper, and so many other things. So basically it's just up to you. Just make sure that when you arrive, you should be able to choose what you want. Okay, and let's talk about the next thing. Well, what's the next thing? Do you know that the University of Hull has a bike hub where you can actually rent a bike for a week? Like this Friday, you go rent the bike, you sign against it, they give you a bike, yeah, a good brand new functional bike, and then you sign just like a library. You return it, and if you want it again, you can re-sign for it. Yes, so when you're a student in University of Hull, you really don't have to buy a bike of your own. And I think I heard the bikes have trackers, and they give you all the security gadgets that there is to it, so it won't be like mine that got missing. Okay, I know people will say that I'm still saying it. Well, okay, so the University of Hull has a bike hub, and students, especially the male students that have been studying in the University of Hull, find this aspect very, very attractive, and I personally find this attractive, except that I don't think I can do that anymore. Okay, but that aspect is very attractive. They make transportation easier for the students. I'm talking about transportation. Your student ID can actually get you a lot of discounts within and outside the university. Yeah, so that's one of the perks of studying at the University of Hull. You can get discounts at the big shops, big boutiques, brand names, and the smaller ones too. So all you have to do is just to present your ID card in any organization, any outlet within the University of Hull, and if there's a student discount, you'll be entitled to it. All right, let's move on and talk about the next thing. Is the library. Well, studying in the library at the University of Hull is an wholesome experience, and thanks to the present, or do I say the outgoing president of education, please Igeho, yeah, nice lady. Yes, thanks to her, the library opens 24/7. It never closes, and in the library is highly automated. You really need your ID card to get through the doors. You need your ID card to log into the computer, to do a lot of things. You need your student ID for so many things. So the ID is the library, sorry, is a very conducive environment for anyone that really needs it. And you know that I'm not the library type, but when I went to the University of Hull library, I felt this calm, this cool, like I could sit and those books were just going in. Okay, they were just going in. And seeing that in the computers, I had access to a lot of resources, a lot of books that you would have to buy online. When you go to the library, it's free. Okay, and you can just download it and transfer it to your laptop and stuff like that. So in fact, studying in the library at the University of Hull is an wholesome experience. I love that part of it. Okay, let's move on to the next. Well, the SUG at the University of Hull. Students at the University of Hull are mildly political because a lot of positions are highly not contested for, and lesser votes, unlike schools in Nigeria or in Africa. Like when I was into politics in school, and when I was campaigning, like, vote for me, ICG, or vote for me, VP, vote for me, that. And you see a lot of people turning up. You see my convoy. You see the campaign, okay? Yes. And on the day of the election, you see people turn up. Well, voting in University of Hull does not need you to leave the four corners of your home. All you need to do is just to log in to the portal and vote using your student ID and your student password. How cool is that? Yeah, so that's a very, very good way of seamless voting. Everything is practically online, and they have this functional Instagram, functional Twitter, and all of that, functional social media, and way of reaching out, sending mails to the students. You are the student, you feel welcomed, you feel wanted, you feel carried along. Yes, and this is one of the reasons why I love the University of Hull. The fact that most of everything is online and is very, very stressless. You don't need to know anybody to do anything, and you don't need to approach anybody. In fact, you just send a mail, communicate through emails, yeah, your school emails. It is that cool. So the Students' Union, as I said before, also organize these trips, these travel trips. Like I did a video where we went to Leeds, and I think, today, yes, March 5th, yeah, I think they've gone to London. I was supposed to join them in the trip, but no, us with family, we are not free to travel that much. So they go to London, they go to different places, all thanks to Give It a Go organization, a sub-organization in the Students' Union. They are really doing a great job. So if you're a traveler like me, a vlogger, or someone that loves to tour, I think the Students' Union will give you everything you really need to live that life. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Yes. So That's another reason why I love the University of Hull. Well, studying the University of Hull also entitles you to something else. You're going to find this very, very awesome. It is, you don't need to own a laptop. Yes, you could actually go borrow a laptop, like the way it runs with the bike, return, give, and all of that. Yes, so you don't need to own a personal laptop to resume at the University of Hull. University of Hull is well equipped with computers all over. The library, the classrooms, they all have computers, okay? Wi-Fi, well-functional computers. So you really don't need to be carrying your laptop or even have a personal laptop. Like what I do, when I go to class, I carry my small handbag. I go to class and I do everything I want to do on the whatever computer, whatever seat I sit on. You cannot use the computer without putting in your student ID and your password. So I just put in my student ID, my password, and it pops up, my page pops up, and I can do whatever I want to do, surf the net, check my student portal, and whatever it is I want to do. And when I'm done, I can actually save it in the folder. Now, in my department, they've given us the steps involved to link the school computer to your laptop at home. That's the reason why I don't need to carry my laptop everywhere. So I leave my laptop at home. When I come home, I log in to the school computer using my laptop at home, and everything that I saved in the school computer starts reflecting on my laptop. So it's linked. It's really, really linked. I don't know about for other departments, but that's how we do in our own department. So you don't see us carrying laptop bag and we want to break our back and going all around. So you can actually link the school computer to your laptop at home, and every step involved is very, very easy. If your department does not initially at the beginning of the section, normally they hold induction, and during that induction is very, very important to attend because they tell you this things. But if you miss it, you can always go to the student services and they give you the breakdown how to do that. So you don't need to be dragging your laptop up and down, and you don't need to own a personal laptop to be able to study effectively at the University of Hull. So this is another reason why I love the University of Hull. Well, let's talk about the teaching methods. I'm going to have a little issue in this aspect because, to be candid, it's really, really new to me. It's really new to me. Like, where I'm coming from in Africa, in my country, you see the lecturer in the class and physically, and he's talking to you and he's telling you this is why A is B and this is why B is Z and this is why Z is that. Okay, so you just break it to you, and you could have this physical interaction and physical idea exchange within the lecturer and the students, and it could go more interesting. Well, at the University of Hull, there's a downside. Everything is automated, as I said. Everything is online, as I said, which is good in some aspects. But when it comes to teaching, no, it's a big no for me, because I am not feeling the teaching connection. I mean, you just did a 10-minute video and you uploaded and you expect me to understand. And it's a conversion course. No, if it wasn't a conversion course and it's something I've been studying right from time, okay, I could have an understanding of what you're saying. But this is a conversion course that I'm studying, and a 10-minute video won't do anything. And then when it comes to asking of questions, we're supposed to ask the questions through the Teams, yeah, or through emails, or through the channels created, everything online. There's no connection between the lecturer and the students. There's no vibe. There's no energy exchange and all of that. I mean, when I'm watching the video, I have so many interesting questions I want to ask, but I can't ask because I can't ask a pre-recorded video. But then there are lab sessions. Whatever question you have an opportunity to ask it during the lab sections. Well, during the lab sessions, the downside of that is that since there are no exams in my department, so what they do is to accumulate your classwork and all of that, and you just submit that as a project. So you can't really ask questions, because if you want to ask questions, it will look like you're asking for, I don't know, for extra assistance and all of that. So it's It's really, really challenging. The teaching method is really challenging, and that's because I am new to that old method. And I heard this method actually started due to the COVID, when they had to go online and all of that. So hopefully now that the restrictions are all relaxed, probably the classroom study and face-to-face study, probably it will begin anytime soon. Okay, well, let's talk about the grading. I recently read somewhere in the school policy, for you to get a distinction, you must not have less than 57% in any subject. So if you have 57 over 100, 55 over 100 in any subject, say goodbye to distinction. Or if you have 50 over 100 in any subject, say goodbye to merit. I don't know how true is this, but I just hope it's not. I just hope that policy has been eroded, because I really, really tried to look at the grading system. And I read somewhere that due to the COVID, it's no longer applicable, but I don't know how far, if it's just for the year 2020, or it's been implemented in this year 2021 to my year 2021 too. So I really don't know about that, but I think the grading system is pretty strict. You know, University of Hull has prided itself in hard work, and you even see the signpost and everywhere. You like challenges, you like hard work, then you should like University of Hull. You like to dream, you like to push it, you like it. So like that. So the grading system is quite a little bit tough, yeah. And okay, what other aspects? University of Hull has a lot of restaurants, yes, although they're mostly English restaurants, so there's no African restaurant, and I heard they're working towards that. But there's a spa, and you could get ready-made foods and stuff like sandwiches and all of that at spa, and some hot chocolate or tea or coffee or something. Okay, so it's not all that bad, but I think the international community really, really need an international restaurant where we can actually buy our Nigerian jollof and our Ghanaian jollof like that. Okay, so what other aspect? The University of Hull also prides itself in different societies. Yeah, like we have the drama society, we have the games, the football, so many societies. If you're into media like I am, you have this video media, the radio, and so many other outlets, societies you could join that pertains to your talent, to your zeal in something non-academical. Okay, and also when it comes to your department, like there's a society for physicians, like physics, and there's a society for scientists or something, where you all just come together to share ideas on how to make something or create something. So the societies are all good. There was a time they were having an open day, and I could not get enough of it. I saw the Samaritans. This is a society in charge of helping students with their mental health. And I saw the Feminist Society. Yeah, this is a society that teaches more on, or helps more on, the empowerment of women, of female students in campus and outside of campus. And then they had so many societies, even when it comes to fellowship. Yes, campus fellowship, they were all there, and I really liked the exposure. I liked the explanation. They were also patient and nice and kind. I love the students at the University of Hull generally. They have this aura, this vibe, this energy, and it makes you feel proud to be part of them all. Both international students and home students, okay? They're all welcoming. So joining a society, joining a club, it's no big deal. In fact, it will help your CV and all of that. And also volunteering at the University of Hull, it's something that's encouraged. If you're looking for organizations you could volunteer with, then you should go to student services. Speaking about the student services, they also help you in making sure your CV is properly arranged. They could even help you with a mock interview, where probably you have an interview the next day, and they could just do like they're the employers and ask you some series of questions and teach you, oh, no, don't answer this question like this, answer this question like that. They help you with your CV, help you with so many advice on how to go about your studies and so many things. In fact, I give the University of Hull A+++ in student services. Yes, I actually like the fact that the student services department are actually for the students, helping the students with whatever issue they have with a big smile on their face. Yes, and there are also opportunities for you to grow, like the awards. There are different awards, about 7 of them that you could win. In my department, we have this all employability award, whereby you just, your journey throughout the University of Hull, you just document it and submit it, and they'll let you know if you're qualified for the award or not. It's so amazing. And yes, the University of Hull also has a what was called nightclub, yeah, a club, and yeah, they owed a lot of parties, events, and it's so amazing. Yes, it's safe and it is superb. I think I love that part. So if you are the social type, then University of Hull is not going to dull you. They have a lot of events, series and series of events to keep your toes in your shoes and keep your shoes on the dance floor. So I think I like that aspect about the University of Hull. And I also like the sports aspect. Like they have this gym, and they have the gym, so if you are the workout type, good for you. And so far, University of Hull has been able to produce a lot of championships and to relate with a lot of championships too, especially this recent Olympics and so many other things. I think they are also an official partner of the Olympics too. Yeah, I'll check that. So when it comes to sports, you're going to see a lot of huge fields. The only thing they don't have is the swimming pool. Yeah, they don't have swimming pool, but who wants to swim in the cold anyway? Okay, but apart from that, their gym is a plus. Like, you really love it. The basketball court, the football field, they get everything is superb. Well, what else again about the University of Hull is that it is huge, and the lecturers generally are accommodating, they are encouraging, and they are nice, they're kind. Yeah, to me they are. Except that grading is very strict, but apart from that, I think they are generally nice and kind. And also, what does the University of Hull has that I like? Yeah, their medical center. Ooh, this really big, huge, and equipped. I think I did a video in front of that building one time, and it was amazing going in there and seeing all those equipment and all of that. It was really amazing to know that your health is safe if you study at the University of Hull. Okay, and the fact that there's always a bulletin, a communications update from the VC herself to us, the students. I mean, each time I see emails, I get very excited. I get happy to hear from her. So that's just about that. And the fact that University of Hull also tries to create a lot of channels to make sure that the students are feeling whatever inputs they are putting. There are a lot of surveys to take, a lot of research is being done to make sure that we are all comfortable. I like this fact about the University of Hull. They really do care. They really do care, and you could see it from the activities, the services, and so much more. And the fact that they could reduce their fees from what it used to be to 9,000 in my time, and to make it cheap for international students, means that they're actually a welcoming set of people. I love the initiative, and it's been so great so far. So that's what it's like studying at the University of Hull. I think I've been able to exhaust everything I can remember. But if I remember anything else that was not mentioned here, or any questions that pops up in the comment section, then I'll make a second episode concerning that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.